All right, guys. So we got in some news today. Pillar Toro is now the new director of brand integrity over at StockX. 20 years of brand protection experience. She'll help us keep building trust and fighting counterfeits. Now, for the most part, StockX has been the forefront of sneaker resale, at least globally or nationally. I would say globally at this point, especially from a online presence and especially in the sneaker world. Of course, eBay was here first. StockX came in and kind of just went crazy with it. Now we got GOAT, StockX, and eBay. But even then, StockX, I would still say, is the prominent big company. So big that Nike is suing them for allegedly selling counterfeit product on their website. StockX has also transitioned from 100% verified authentic to, what was it, or not even authentic guaranteed, but just StockX verified is the statement utilizing. Because at the end of the day, nobody bats 1,000. I don't care how big you are, how great you are, nobody bats 1,000 when it comes to counterfeit product, especially sneakers, right? Now, Pillar Toro, she brings in 20 years of experience in brand protection with previous roles at Chanel, Lululemon, Burberry, Tiffany and Co, and more. In her new role, she'll focus on product verification, anti-counterfeiting, and brand partnerships. At StockX, continues efforts to strengthen trust and transparency across the resale market. I greatly admire StockX's unwavering commitment to customer trust. I'm looking forward to expanding on its work in product verification and anti counterfeiting. Pillar Toro, as a marketplace founded on the principles of trust and transparency, we are proud of the role StockX has played in settling standards across the resale industry. Pillar's work will only further reinforce our position as a leader in brand protection and company commitment to doing everything it can ensure safety and confidence for its community. StockX CEO Greg Swartz, do you help move? Does this move help rebuild your trust in the resale? Let's see what some of the people say. Still not buying. A white woman. The timing of this is wild. This is super out of touch. The same scam, a different name. And underneath that, luckily I didn't go that far, but you see what Twitter likes to bring up. That's why I don't even like to show Twitter. Anyways, Fashion Week has also spoke on that. StockX named the new global brand integrity director to fight counterfeits, and they kind of break that all down as well. Reporting to StockX chief executive security officer Paul Guerrera, Toro's new role will focus on fortifying the firm partnership with brands, advancing product verification efforts, and supporting anti-counterfeit initiatives. The executive will play a key role in shaping Detroit-based firm's global brand integrity strategy by driving collaboration with internal partners and introducing innovative approaches that complement the company's broader brand protection and customer trust programs, according to a press release. So, driving collaborations with external partners. I'm very curious what that is. Is that more collaborations with the brands themselves? Because Nike's not going to want to work with them. I don't think Nike's going to want to work with them, at least because of what's going on, but that's to each its own. Let's see. Most recently, she worked with the ACAPP Center at Michigan State University, leading their outreach initiatives while deepening her insight of evolving brand protection risk and threats, consumer behavior, and the strategies required to counteract them. Pillar bring deep industry enterprise and a fresh perspective that will help StockX continue to enhance efforts to combat counterfeiting, safeguards customers, and work collaboratively with brands to fight bad actors. So, with that all being said, guys, like me, honestly, like, all right, this lady definitely has some experience and she's way above my pay grade. But I don't think this does anything for at least Nike or Jordan or a lot of these sneaker brands out here. See, she's with Tiffany Co. and Lululemon and Burberry and all that, right? As far as what I know with these companies in particular, is that those companies are not in China. They're in different countries, right? Tiffany and Co. Where is Tiffany and Co. product made? Kentucky, New York, Rhode Island, Thailand, and Cambodia. Okay, so there you go. That's the furthest out right there. A lot of these products, though, that she worked for are within that realm of either in UK, Chanel, maybe that's somewhere in Europe, Tiffany and Co. It's in America, some a little bit here and there, but China is where Nike and Jordan brand product is being made out of, right? And China don't give a damn about our brands, IPs, and all that, to be honest. They fake kick it, but they don't care. So until Nike makes the move and gets completely out of China, nothing is going to stop when it comes to counterfeiting. And yes, there are factories that make legitimate Nike product. We know that. And those same factories make fake Nike product, or the factory next door to that factory is making the fake product while the real product is made next door. And information, molds, materials are being passed along. And that is why the fakes have gotten better and better and better. And it's to the point where you don't know the difference between the real and fake. We already didn't know that 10 years ago it was an issue. Fast forward to 10 years now, it's only gotten better. It's only gotten clearer. It's only gotten, harder and harder to differentiate the two. And salute to this lady coming in, but I don't really know what type of ordeal she can do that would stop the fakes coming out of Jordan and Nike. Now, New Balance, a lot of it's USA made, a lot of it's made in UK. Saucony, I would have to check where Saucony is made, but a lot of these brands are made elsewhere as well, and some of the other brands are also made in China as well. So anything made in China for the most part, and I say that all because when it comes to StockX, I would say some of their leading brands that they're making the most money off of is Nike product and Jordan product. Now, there's PSA cars, there's Chanel, there's LV, there's all that stuff. Tiffany and Co. is on StockX now. So having her on board definitely would help. Labubu's, is Labubu's made, I think, in China, right? They're made overseas, so even something like that's going to be hard to do. But there is a lot of pluses that can come out of this because of her being on board and knowing to work with certain brands like Louis V and all that. And maybe streetwear, maybe these brands like Louis V are starting to see an incline. So she definitely has her position there. But I still feel like as far as when it comes to Nike and Jordan side, I really don't know what anybody can damn near do at this point. The only person that can do something is Nike. Because at the end of the day, a shoe that's made, if Nike says we want 100,000 pairs, Factory One, and Factory One makes 100,000 pairs and sends them to Nike, and Factory One still has leftover, and Factory One still has leftover materials and makes 50,000 more with the same exact materials, those are technically not authorized by Nike, which I would call fake. But they have all the same exact materials, but they're not legitimately authorized for retail by Nike. But someone like StockX, someone like GOAT, they not going to know nothing about that whatsoever. So I say that to say, like, that's going to be the biggest issue when it comes to seeing what StockX can actually make shake when it comes to brand integrity. And that goes for any other brand out there, even though this is StockX, same for GOAT, same for anybody. I said it before with the Cool Kicks thing, and I'll say it now with StockX and anybody out there. StockX has sold fakes. GOAT has sold fakes. Flight Club has sold fakes. eBay has sold fakes. Cool Kicks has sold fakes. Every single resale company out there has sold fakes. It's whether they willingly did it or unwillingly did it is where the moral part comes into place, and whether or not you want to not rock with them or not. But nobody is going to be 100% and be able to bat 1,000. And even go even a step further. A Nike store, a Foot Locker store, a Champ store has sold a fake. How, Tony? Because somebody has bought a real product from there and swapped out a fake product and returned it. And then the next person went to go buy that product and they wore it. It's happened. People talk about it. It's been all over the internet. So, this is brand new news. I'm very curious on you guys' thoughts and opinions about this. Do you feel more comfortable with StockX now, knowing that Pillar Toro with 20 years of experience is now the lead director of brand integrity? Let me know down below in the comment section. I'd love to hear it. Peace.